Hey guys, it's your girl Tara Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Our Kind of People on Fox slash Hulu, because that's where I caught it. I ain't catch it on Fox. I don't even want to watch no Fox channel ever, but I will catch it on Hulu. And if you have not already, please hit my subscribe button, and I thank you in advance. Okay, and if you don't, thank you for watching. Just even being here. You ain't gotta be here. You could have been anywhere in the world. Next. Okay, so this series is a very interesting one, and I first want to just go ahead and let you guys know, if you haven't seen it, it stars Yaya. Do y'all remember Yaya? If you ever watch America's Next Top Model, you know one of their most famous seasons was Yaya's season. And Yaya was something else. You know, she was definitely confident in herself, honey. You cannot tell her nothing. She had degrees, honey. She wasn't just a model, honey. And she wasn't gonna eat that Japanese food either. It was nasty to her. She spit it out of her napkin, and she politely came in second place to Eva Pickford. I'll never forget it. I remember that moment. I was so nervous because Eva was beautiful. Yaya was beautiful, but I think everybody in America wanted Eva to win because she appeared to be the nicer person, and Yaya appeared to be the meaner person. But I don't know if that's even true because Eva, we've seen her on the house. But anyway, this series is a good one. It opens up. Y'all see my tangents. I'm sorry. I didn't get too deep though. But her acting, I know she learned on America's Next Top Model how to act because I seen Tyra give them, assignments. They had commercials and everything, and they had to learn how to act throughout those things. And I did not like her acting skills in this. I did not like it at all. I did believe every time she cried, I believed that. But just the regular scenes where she's supposed to be just a little bit happy, she's over happy, or she's not happy enough, or she's just giving, it wasn't a good combination. And I'm hoping that these shows were filmed early in the filming, because I know from filming my movie, you can, like, I filmed one of the last scenes on the first day when I filmed. So I'm hoping that she gets better and, her character resonates with her better. I don't know, but, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't, I ain't gonna say whose character terrible, but, it could have been a little bit better because this is not her first rodeo. She's been in other things. So I expected more from her, but I'm gonna rock with it because the storyline is deep. She basically comes in with her daughter and her aunt. She comes in on a mission. Her mother has just passed away, and she was cremated, and one of her ashes spread on this island. And I guess they lived in Boston, Massachusetts, and they had, history at that island because it's where, Angela was conceived. But she never knew her father, and her aunt didn't know either. She said her mother took that to her grave. And, so she's coming to, basically take over the boarding house because it's been boarded up. Nobody's been in it. And, avenge her mother because her mother wants her to know what really happened, back in the day. So the first thing she finds out is that, there's this elite society and she needs to get in it. And, they have this program that helps entrepreneurs. And she's an entrepreneur because she has a hair care line where she does, natural hair care products. And so she wants to be in the apprenticeship, and she's applied and everything. She also wants to be in the elite club because, you can get a lot of connections that way. And one thing about the elite club, they had a meeting and it was kind of ritually. The kings, they had their meeting and they, did all this stuff. They crowned and put the, I don't know. But they did call their end of summer ball the illumination ball. Like, why are you illuminating? That's the root of Illuminati, right? I don't know. But that's what this is. She's trying to get in so bad. And her daughter's like, ugh. Her daughter don't appreciate the fake. So basically, her daughter had an issue at the last place they stayed because she got caught smoking. But what we didn't know at first is that her mama done put her in a private school she didn't want to go to. She said there wasn't nobody to look like her in that school. There wasn't none like her. And that's what her mama get for putting her somewhere like that. And I can kind of get with that. But now that's your mama. And that's what she pitched you. You better do what you're supposed to do. Ain't nobody told you to smoke no weed. That ain't your mama's fault. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, you have to listen to your children sometimes and maybe save yourself a buck or two. Because your ambitions aren't always going to be your child's ambitions. You might see that it's a beneficial thing for her. She might feel like she needs to be around her people right now. I don't know. But actually coming to this town is actually putting her around her people. And she kind of hits it off good with most of them. Lauren, who is Leah's daughter. Now, she's the co-chair of Franklin. Franklin is the big corporation. They're billionaires. Her dad runs it. And she's the co-chair. And she's married to Lawrence Fishburne. I'm sorry, that's not his name. His real name is Raymond DuPont. On the show. She's married to him. And I'm going to tell you, when they got off of that PJ, they wrote a PJ on their first scene. I didn't even notice that was Morris Chestnut. He should be Morris No Chestnut because he was like skinny in her. Like, what was this? I don't like it. I'm used to buff, you know. But let me just say, if he is going through anything, I'm going to pray for him because I don't want to lose him because I do love Morris Chestnut. I just loved him when he had his chest. But now he's No Chestnut. Y'all gonna forgive me one day. It's fine. My father already has. Okay, so let me move along. Okay, so that's her husband. And apparently, you know, their dynamic is different. She's clearly the breadwinner, but he comes from, you know, a good background too. And I guess there's something intertwining his company with her dad's company, and he doesn't have control of his company anymore. I guess his dad and their company have taken control over his, and he's like, he wants it back. And, you know, he knows family secrets. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. And let's see. So on the other side, you know, Angela, she's kind of exploring the boarding home where her mother went, and I guess where she got pregnant. And, you know, she wants to renovate it because she's going to make that Eve's Crown. That's her hairline. It's Eve's Crown. So she's going to make that the headquarters, but she wants to renovate it properly. And it just so happens they go to a ball, and, you know, it's one of those elitist balls because she's trying to get in with everybody. And we see right away that, you know, Leah's auntie ain't having it because Leah's auntie knows exactly who she is. And she's like, no, get rid of her. She can't be in our society. She's bad news. And so she meets the love of my life. I'm sorry. Lance Gross is in this movie, is in this show, honey. And I tell you, he is all of the men that I need. Oh, God. Why does he have to look so good? I know I'm not the only one that was thinking. Okay, so yeah, he would have hit it on the first night. No, I'm just playing. First evening, not even night, the evening before you even get to. Let me stop. Okay. So she meets him at the ball, finds out he's a contractor. And so she asks him, can he come and give her a quote on renovating her building? She don't want it Jimmy rig, but she also don't want to, you know, spend a whole lot of money. My guess is he's probably going to wind up doing most of it for free. Probably charging her for materials because he like her, honey. He likes her. So he comes over there and he looks at the actual building plan, and he realizes there's a hidden room. So he breaks through it and he sees that there's stuff in there. And apparently it's the room where her mother used to be at. And she finds a lot of information in there. One of the things she finds is a not a DVD, but a VCR tape. And so where they had a VCR to play it, I don't know. That was kind of random. But she found a VCR. Let me stop. She found a VCR to play the DVD. She played the damn tape. I'm so sorry. She played the tape and she realized it was her mother being interrogated. Now, mind you, Leah done embarrassed her at the ball, at the meeting, telling her, you know, you coming here lying, trying to get in our society. You can't be one of us. You know, your mama wasn't none of that. She didn't do no summers here because she didn't lie to the people because she didn't want to be embarrassed in front of everybody about what her mother did. She's like, she did a couple of summers here and, you know, whatever. Now, she was there being a maid. And I'm going to tell you why. So she finds out through the grapevine, really through Leah's mother, who's in a home, that her mother actually gave her up at birth. Child, yes. She gave her up at birth for $50,000. But she didn't want to do it for $50,000. She was basically trying to give her to someone who could take better care of her. And so that person made her take the $50,000. And after 6 months, she was losing her mind. She wanted her baby back. She got her baby back, but she didn't give the $50,000 back because her sister spent it on something, had something else going on. So she just spent the $50,000. So who had to pay it back? her mother. And what did she do? She was made for all them years trying to pay back that $50,000 to that black woman that had her baby for 6 months. And of course, you know, Angela didn't know this, so it hurt her feelings. But honey, get over it. It's done. You can't do anything about it. She did it for your own good, and she got you back, and she paid for it with the guilt that she had to live with for all of those years. And, you know, so I can understand why Angela was kind of confused and kind of upset. But honey, get over that. You got bigger fish to fry. Because you got to figure out how you're going to get into this billion-dollar industry, honey, because this is your company, too. As much as it's Leah's, it's yours. I don't know who Teddy think he is, think he gonna pay you off. But no, honey, you need to go for your monies. Yes. And so Teddy actually tells Leah that that is his daughter or whatever. So he knew all the whole time. And he's just, you know, playing it to the left or whatever. And nah, bruh, you're gonna have to come up off of that. So they had the other ball, and she realized, you know, Leah done already apologized to Angela for talking to her like that. And, you know, I'm into building women up. Like, that remains to be seen. We're gonna see about that. But at the ball, apparently, one of Lauren's friends, Taylor, which is her girlfriend, because they're, I guess they're lesbian, and she threw her overboard. And so at the end, she gets arrested, and, you know, they're trying to scramble to figure out how they're going to get her out of the mess. And so that's most of what happened in these 2 episodes. I'm sure I left some stuff out because, again, they was throwing information at you like this. It was a whole lot of backstory that I have to unpack, but that's why I'm going to end it, because I don't want this video to get too long. But I will be back on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever this next episode airs, to review that one. I thank you all for staying with me and watching. You are the best. That is my $5.02. Peace.